Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain the local cache feature of app services. So before I start explaining the local cache, we need to understand the architecture of app services a little bit. So if you look at this diagram, we have a front-end server in front of the web worker where our actual site is running. So this worker is the VM, is the actual VM where the site is running. Whenever we browse this site, the request comes to the front-end server, which then using ARR routes the request to this VM. But interestingly, the content of the site is never stored on the VM. The content, the code files, the DLL files are never stored on this VM. Instead, the content is always stored in the blob storage accounts. Okay, so the content of the site is always present in the blob storage. And using file server and symlinks, there's connection made from this VM to the blob storage account where you have the content of the site. This is called shared architecture, and most of the cloud architecture is on a shared pattern because even if something happens to this VM, it goes down, or we have high CPU, or we need to spin another VM instead of this VM, we still have the content of the site intact on the blob storage account. We do not lose the content of the site even if the VM goes down. So this is why we have a shared distributed architecture over here. Now, the problem with some of these sites which are highly input-output sensitive, like the WordPress applications or the sites which are loading images or CMS websites, can see a little bit of latency with this architecture. So the product group came up with a feature which is called local cache. This feature is not available in shared and free tiers. Okay, local cache is a copy of the content of the site on your VM. So what will happen is, if you enable local cache, the entire content of the site from the blob storage will be copied to the VM. However, the publishing activity or the new published content will always go to the blob storage. It will never go to the VM. Now, the local cache is periodically refreshed from the blob storage accounts so that we get the latest content. Now, just to summarize, why do we need local cache? Because they are immune to latencies. The content is present directly on the VM. It is a copy of the content on the storage. It is also immune to any planned upgrades or unplanned downtimes that your storage cluster might see. With local cache enabled, you will see fewer app restarts because of storage share changes. Now, how do we configure this local cache? Okay, to configure the local cache, we just go to the application settings in the portal inside the web app, and we put this setting, website local cache option, as always. Now, by default, the local cache size is 1 GB, and you will see /site and /site extensions folders which are copied from blob storage to your local VM. Now, if you want to increase the limit up to 2 GB, we can do that by adding this setting, which is called website local cache size in MB. Now, if you increase the size of the local cache, it might take a little longer to load the cache as the size increases. Okay. There will be one issue over here which you might see frequently, the developers might see this issue frequently, is that I just published a new change, but my app does not seem to have them when I browse it. So it may be because you have local cache option as always. You just published the new content which went to blob storage. Publishing always goes to blob storage, but your local cache has not been refreshed as of yet. Though it's very quick, it is periodic, it's very quick, but sometimes it might take some time to refresh the local cache from the blob storage. Okay, so this is about the local cache feature of the app services.